We all have a Jerry. That one thing we think will finally make us happy. A number in the bank account. A person's approval. A title. A trophy. A dream we've been chasing so long we can't even remember when it started. Tom has his Jerry too. And if you've ever watched him, you know the story by heart. The traps, the schemes, the endless pursuit. But here's what we miss. Tom never asks himself why he's chasing. He just runs, day after day, loss after loss. And maybe, without realizing it, you've been doing the same thing. Running after something that exhausts you, frustrates you, drains you, without stopping to ask if it's even worth catching. Tom's goal is simple. Catch Jerry. But a goal is not the same thing as a purpose. A goal is a finish line. A purpose is the reason you want to cross it in the first place. Tom never stops to think about what catching Jerry would actually mean. Would it make him happy? Would it make his life better? Or would it just leave him standing there, looking for the next chase? That's where most of us get trapped. We mistake a goal for our reason for living. We tell ourselves that once we get the job, once we make the money, once we're with that person, everything will fall into place. But without a deeper why, every win feels smaller than we imagined, and every loss feels like the end of the world. Your goal should be an expression of your purpose, not a replacement for it. Otherwise, you're just running in circles, wearing yourself down for something that might not even matter when you finally have it in your hands. The thing about chasing without a why is that it never ends. That's Tom's life. Every scheme, every plan, every desperate lunge ends the same way, empty-handed, back at the starting line. And tomorrow, he does it all again. When you don't know why you're chasing, the finish line keeps moving. You finally get the thing you've been working for, and instead of feeling satisfied, you're already looking for the next Jerry. It's exhausting, not just for your body, but for your mind and your soul. Some of us have been running for years without realizing the toll it's taken. We've sacrificed peace, health, relationships, all for something we never stopped to question. That's the cost of the endless chase. It doesn't just steal your energy, it steals the life you could have lived if you'd been chasing something that actually mattered. Every now and then, something happens in Tom's world that forces the chase to stop. Maybe Spike shows up. Maybe there's a bigger threat in the house. And suddenly, Tom and Jerry, sworn enemies, are on the same side. It's in those rare pauses that you notice something. Tom isn't chasing, and yet, he's still alive. He's still moving. He's still doing something that matters in the moment. That's the part we miss in our own lives. We get so locked into the pursuit that we never give ourselves permission to stop and look around, to reassess, to ask, is this still worth it? Or is there something more important right in front of me? Sometimes the smartest move isn't to run harder. It's to stop running long enough to see where you actually are. When Tom and Jerry do return to their chase, something's different. It's not just about the hunt anymore. There's a sense of play, a spark of creativity, a shared understanding that the game matters less than the life around it. That's what finding your why does. It transforms the pursuit. You're no longer running out of habit or desperation or fear of standing still. You're moving with intention. You're choosing the chase instead of letting it choose you. And here's the truth. When you know your why, failure doesn't crush you. Detours don't derail you. You stop needing to catch your Jerry to feel whole. Because the meaning isn't at the finish line. It's in the way you run. So before you spend another year sprinting towards something, stop and ask yourself, what am I chasing? And why? If the answer feels empty, it's time to let that Jerry go. But if the answer fills you with fire, then run. Not because you're afraid to lose, but because you know exactly why winning would matter.